Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns franchise here on Madden 26. Today, we can finally get down to business. The season is behind us. All of that drama, all of that uncertainty is behind us. Now, all we have left is our defense of our Super Bowl, and it could not start in a more hot way than against the team that we beat to get to that point in the first place. We have to open our title defending season against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, thankfully, when we beat them, it was in their place, in Arrowhead, in the AFC Championship. But now it comes back around. Now it's at our place, it's at the dog pound, and we have a very different team than we had when we played the Chiefs in the AFC title game. Also, it's Thursday night prime time. The whole world's watching. It's the opening game of the NFL season. You know everybody's watching this game. So we got to impress. We got to make sure that people know that it wasn't just a random weird coincidence, weird fluke that the Browns won the Super Bowl in the first place, that we are here to stay and that we are a legitimate title contender. We are a legitimate Super Bowl team, and we can become a legitimate dynasty of the Chiefs era, of the Patriot era, of those past dynasty eras. We can be that next dynasty, and it starts right here. So I've also got some things that I need to tell you. I did the preseason off camera. I got everybody situated. I did the training camp. I did simulated some of the games and got everybody some upgrades, all of that kind of good stuff. Some things happened though. One, I'll show you right now on the screen. Christian Dickinson actually popped a star dev. I wasn't recording, but I did take a screenshot of it. Christian Dickinson is now star dev. We were trying all last season to get Christian Dickinson from normal dev to star dev. He was our one of our draft picks after year number one in the year one off season. And then all of year two, we were trying to get him star dev. He eventually ended up getting hurt at the end of the season and missed most of the end of last year. And then he comes back, he's healthy now, and we go into the first offseason with him healthy, and he ends up popping star dev. So this changes things significantly because we drafted a guard in the draft in Brennan Sampson, and he's going to start right away. That's not going to change. But where does Christian Dickinson fall? Does he become our right tackle of the future? We also drafted a right tackle, or I guess we drafted a left tackle in Bryson LaPierre, but he can play both positions. We also have DeJuan Jones. There's a lot of uncertainty now at the tackle position because we have three guys for two spots. So who knows what's going to happen there. Also, this isn't like an update on dev trait increase or anything. It's just a really cool play. I was playing one of the preseason games, and I threw the ball to Devontae Smith in the end zone. It was like a post route, and I threw it to him in the end zone. He was double covered, and he ended up catching the football. You probably are seeing the highlight of it right now. I wasn't recording for this either, but I went back and took a video of it thanks to the PlayStation feature, and it was amazing. I was stunned. I almost just threw it up because I thought he might have had a one-on-one, but then the other safety ended up coming over and helping. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll just throw it. It's the preseason. What does it matter? So I threw it up, and he ended up coming down with the catch. I was shocked. I could not believe my eyes that Devontae Smith made that catch. So I had to show you because I know it doesn't matter. It's the preseason or anything. It was a really cool catch, and I wanted to show somebody that it happened. So those are my two updates for you. It's an insane preseason. I'm ready to go, but also we could have an insane beginning of the regular season as well. Hold on to that. If you go to enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Juice Club. And let's start season number 3. But more importantly, start our championship defense. It is the 2027 regular season. We open up on Thursday night primetime, the first game of the year against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I did check the schedule. We don't play either of the rookies this year, which is a little unfortunate. We don't have the Jets. We don't have the The other team that drafted a quarterback, a rookie quarterback, I forget who it was at this point. Well, who was it? Who drafted a rookie quarterback? We have a pretty interesting schedule, but who drafted the rookie quarterback? I see it's Solomon Cologne, Emmanuel Cologne for the Jets. Obviously, we knew that. Where is the other rookie quarterback? We did load in a new draft class, if you're noticing that. Who's the other rookie quarterback? I'm blanking on who it was. It is... Oh, it's Webster. That's right, for the Lions. Joshua Webster from Fresno State. He's got franchise QB tag already, so they might have got their guy. Dylan Gabriel started the end of their season, but they might have gotten their guy in Joshua Webster. So, I mean, he won the Heisman Trophy, so he's got to have some sort of talent. We'll see, but we don't play, unfortunately, the Lions or the Jets this year. It would have been cool to play one of the rookie quarterbacks. We obviously have one of the rookie quarterbacks from the first offseason. We now have a second-year player. We have an interesting schedule. We play the NFC West, which is going to be interesting. We play obviously the North a couple of times because we're in that division. We play the AFC West because we got the Chiefs. AFC South. It's going to be an interesting schedule. We'll see how we handle it. We did pretty well last year. But let's talk about injuries, because we did suffer an injury in the preseason, and that injury is Grant Delpit. He unfortunately picked up an injury during the preseason, and that is not what I wanted to hit. We need to go to the injury report, where is that at? Injury report. Is it a managed team? Yeah, here it is. Okay. He ended up tearing his labrum. He was out for like 5 to 6 weeks, or maybe it was 4 to 5, but he's down to 1 to 3 weeks now. So he'll be back early in the season, just not the beginning of it. He won't start. So this is what our roster looks like. This right here is what our roster looks like. Our offense looks really, really good. We were able to sign Jonathan Taylor in the offseason. Did not expect that. We brought in Bashal Tutin by trading Quentin Johnston. We have pretty good wide receivers. We got 4 really good ones, plus Traylon Burks I like as well. And then we drafted Deion Brooks out of West Virginia. The wide receiver room looks pretty good. Offensive line, I told you about Brandon Sampson. Christian Dickinson's going to start at right tackle now that we moved him back with that star dev. I like it a lot. Fannin and Conrad Schultz are here. So we've got 2 really good tight ends. I would assume Conrad Schultz will surpass Fannin at some point this year in overall. And then on defense, I did switch our defensive scheme. We're now running a 3-4 because it fit better with the percentage of 85%. So I switched our scheme. Now Keelan Hazelton's probably going to play a little bit more, which is not a bad thing. He didn't really play too much last year. He got in a few snaps. And then we have our linebacking room with our edge rushers. We brought in DeMarvion Overshone in free agency. Obviously, the big addition was Kyle Hamilton, bringing him from the enemy Ravens over to the Cleveland Browns. I signed Craig Woodson off of the Patriot practice squad because I thought I could use some nice young safety depth, especially with the injury to Grant Delpit. We still have Cole Bishop and Ronnie Hickman. We've got Newsome, Johnson. We drafted a couple of corners in the draft this year, but we also have a possible Greg Newsome trade to talk about. There's a lot of stuff going on this year in the beginning of it. And we can show you for the first time the 2027 draft class. Well, I guess the 2028 draft class. The third year NFL draft class. There's some top guys in it. There's our wide receiver at the top, which I like. That's pretty nice. A lot of edge rushers. Obviously, a quarterback at the top. Ooh, an Ohio State quarterback, Dwayne French. Now we're talking. Okay, there's some good players at the top of this class. I don't know what we're going to be in for, but we've seen the class for the first time. We will obviously become more familiar with it as the season goes down. I want to show you the weekly strategy because I've got all of these guys figured out. I had a lot of staff points, so I went through and I spent a lot of those staff points on coach ability. So if we go down to Coach Juice, we've got this one, which I think is a new one, all Madden effort, which gives you at the very top of the diamond tier ability, it gives you +1 speed for all players, which is kind of crazy. But I don't remember seeing that I think it's a very recent ability. They also added this one, which is find the right guy. And I've only got that up to gold because I didn't notice it until it was already too late and I spent most of my staff points already. But you get at the very top, you get a 5% general scouting buff for all draft prospects, which I'm assuming means you every draft process prospect you learn a little bit more about. Unfortunately, I don't have it activated right now, so it's not going to affect anything. But it is a pretty cool ability. I have my offensive line increased by 40%, my training XP, because I really want my offensive line developed. But once they develop, I'll probably take them out and I'll put that ability in there, the find the right guy ability. But there's a lot of cool abilities in here that I don't remember them having. I think they added some new ones, EA Sports did, because there's some new ones in here that I don't remember. Like Riot Shield. I don't think these ones for specific positions were ever in the game. Maybe they were and I just never noticed them. +7 spin move for all running backs and fullbacks is kind of insane. You also get +7 carry, break tackle, juke move. We might have to add that one for a little bit. Reduce knockout chance on outbreaking routes. Increase the max throw distance for quarterbacks. There's some insanely cool abilities here that I don't remember ever being in the game. These got to be new, right? They've got to be new because there's so many more abilities. And it makes it so much more difficult to decide which ones we're going to focus on in the weekly strategy because there's only a set spot where you can fit these ones in here. Obviously, you're going to need this one, the after school tutor. You're going to need this one for the camp counselor. But the rest of the XP ones, then you're probably going to need Scout's Honor as well. So there's already 3 that are gone. But then there's 3 more. I don't know. Very interesting. Do I have any trainer abilities? No, I don't have any trainer abilities that are diamond tier. I didn't think I did. But we've already got these ones. And 3 spots left open. We probably won't need quarterback XP much longer, especially with the superstar dev. And I'm saying, offensive line and linebacker. I'm hoping they can take a big jump up, and then we don't have to worry about that anymore. I'll show you who's in the training and weekly training in a second. But I want to focus on a possible roster move. I was thinking about this all off season, but I could never make the right move because, one, the cap space just wasn't right and all that kind of stuff. Greg Newsome's kind of become a malcontent on the roster. We weren't sure what we were going to do with him. We have Will Johnson. We have Matt Marshall. We have Martin Emerson. We have rookie Kyle Widmer. We have Cameron Mitchell. We also drafted Emmett Streets from Rutgers. So we have a really, really good cornerback room. But I think I want to get the cornerback room a little bit better. And I was possibly considering a trade for Carolina Panther J.C. Horn. Now, we talked about this previously, how J.C. Horn was on my radar of possible guys that I wanted to trade for. We almost made the trade for him earlier in the offseason. But Greg Newsome for J.C. Horn is a possible trade that I want to make. So I don't know how I'm going to make the trade, but I possibly want to make it. Our draft capital for the next couple of years looks a little bit better now. We have 2 second-round picks. We have a third-round pick, 2 4s, a 6. So we're pretty covered next year, or this upcoming offseason, for possible drafts. But we're at the point where drafting doesn't really help us. We're a Super Bowl team. We have really good young players. Drafting is only like a icing on the cake type of thing. So we can afford to move draft picks for players that help us win Super Bowls. And a second-round pick gets us very close in 2030 to get J.C. Horn. I probably should sign a quarterback, a third-string quarterback, just in case Enriquez, God forbid, goes down with an injury or something. I also have Alonzo Roten, who's a running back, which we don't really need, but I'll keep him on the roster. We have a lot of really good wide receivers that I like. Eddie Velasco will start. He'll be on the team now after his suspension he served. The offensive line looks pretty decent. I do have Ed Ingram, which I could toss in a trade at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do that right now. The roster, I have Phil Roster on, I think. So they signed David Ajabo for me, which we don't necessarily need a guy like David Ajabo. We have pretty good edge rushers already. They also signed Landon Roberts, which, I mean, I could toss in this trade. He's probably not going to do much. He did okay. Wasn't that bad. But we have a lot of corners. A lot of corners. And we're going to bring in a corner. I could see a world where I give up Cameron Mitchell. I really could. Because we have Widmer. We have Emmett Streets. Plus, we're bringing in J.C. Horn. Mitchell, the only way he would play is if he got on kick return. And we already have 2 good kick returners anyway in Miguel Perez and Eddie Velasco. So, this could go through. It's very close. It's very close. What about if I toss in Landon Roberts? Because that kind of looked like it was going to work. Ooh, Landon Roberts really does push it through. So we just need one more draft pick thrown in there, and we're going to have J.C. Horn on our roster for year number 3. If I give them like a 6th round pick, this should go through. And it does. Splash trade to start the episode. Greg Newsome, Cameron Mitchell, Alandon Roberts, a 2032nd and a 2036 brings us J.C. Horn from the Carolina Panthers. Wow. Okay. 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 An insanely cool move to bring us another big time corner. Now we have three with the addition of Marlon Humphrey, and we're still developing Will Johnson. We've got Matt Marshall developing. Insanely cool trade to make. The last trade that I will actually, JC's playing up in the safety spot. That's kind of interesting. I don't hate it. That would get some people on the field a little bit more. But there's one more trade that I possibly want to make because we have Grant Delpit, and he's going to be back for a little bit, but I'll probably wait for him to be actually fully back. I think I want to make a trade for another wide receiver. I know that might seem a little weird because we have a good wide receiver depth, but I think I want to make another trade for a wide receiver. Especially because Jerry Jeudy's on the last year of his deal. Do we bring him back? He's going to cost a pretty penny, so I don't know what we do with him. But we have Velasco and Perez I like a lot. Traylon Burks is cool. Deion Brooks, we don't know about. He's kind of a wild card. We don't know if he's going to turn into anything or not. He's got a lot of raw talent, a lot of potential, 6'6", but who knows if he can turn into anything. The only thing we know is Devontae Smith, Eddie Velasco, and Miguel Perez are guaranteed. Jerry Jeudy, what happens with him? So I want to find another guy that is on that level of guaranteed. And with the addition of David Ajabo on this roster, I think we could package him and a possible Cole Bishop. I know that sounds weird, but a possible Cole Bishop because we have Grant Delpit, we have Ronnie Hickman, we have Craig Woodson. We can find a guy that's better than Cole Bishop. And Grant Delpit can play that strong safety or play that free safety position. So if I package Cole Bishop and David Ajabo, I was only going to package Bishop, but if I find a way where I can get Ajabo and Bishop on the same package for a wide receiver. Now, initially, I had thrown out the possibility, just off camera, I had thrown out the possibility of I passed him, of a Marvin Harrison Jr. They did sign Zay Flowers in free agency. We were able to not sign either Ray Rice, good lord, Rashee Rice or Zay Flowers. He signed with the Cardinals, but I did throw out a possibility of a Marvin Harrison. This gets us nowhere on that. I understand, but I did think Marvin Harrison would be a cool one. He is on the last year of his rookie contract, so who knows if they bring him back? They probably would, but there were some other guys that I might have thrown out there, like a George Pickens could be cool, but he's pretty expensive. I don't think that really works for us. The Eagles are kind of falling apart at this point with their wide receiver room because we have Devontae Smith now. Marvin Mims has developed fairly well for the Falcons. Malik Neighbors is young and on the last year of his rookie deal, but he doesn't really move the needle, does he? So I don't think, obviously, Travis Hunter. I don't think there's a world where a wide receiver comes to our team right now. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome. But I do think wide receiver is on the table for us. I don't think we're done making trades. And certainly not for the wide receiver position. But look at this Saints roster. They spent a lot of money. They have a lot of draft picks. This Saints team is loaded. They blew up their roster a couple of years ago. Last year, actually. They acquired so many draft picks, and they had so much money. Look what they did. They have Trent McDuffie. They already had Aiden Hutchinson from the first offseason. They have Tyler Smith, Rashee Rice, Kool-Aid McKinstry is developing, Kelvin Banks is developing. The only thing that they need is a quarterback. They have Justin Fields, Spencer Rattler, and Tyler Shuck. None of those guys have really worked out for them. Maybe some of them will. With this good team, maybe they'll just happen to play well. But you've got two really high first-round picks potentially to possibly draft a quarterback this year. Who knows what the Saints will do, but they are loaded. They spent a lot of money. I mean, look at some of the cap hits that they're paying. 27.6, 28.6, 19.5, 21.2, and they still have $4 million in cap room. I don't know how they're doing it, but the Saints are kind of loaded. All right, so I'm not going to make that wide receiver trade just right now, and I may not end up making the wide receiver trade. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So here is who we are going to be working on this season mostly for the focus players. We've got Kyle Widmer, we've got Deion Brooks, and Emmett Streets. Those are the three rookies that I'm most concerned about, and they don't have dev traits. Obviously, we have DeJuan Jones in there. We have Christian Dickinson in there because right now, I still don't feel super comfortable having him be just a 75 overall. So I want to get him as much XP as possible. And I still have Julian Enriquez on there. Until we can pop X Factor for Enriquez, he's going to be in my focus players. I need to have a quarterback that is the highest he can be. So I'm going to keep giving him all the possibilities, all the chances until he proves he can be that guy. He's already a super winning quarterback. I'm not taking that away from him. I just need him to get a higher overall. And he'll get that. Just I need to get a little bit extra boost with this officer with the weekly training. So these are our 6 guys. It may change depending on what Christian Dickinson does. If we give up on Deion Brooks or Emmett Street, probably not. But I want DeJuan Jones to pop star dev because that would really help us out. But these are our 6 guys that we're going to go on. I'm going to focus on them. I'm going to do their training, their mini games. If something happens, if a dev trait pops for either one of them, then I will bring you back in, or multiple of them, hopefully. That'd be pretty sick. I'll bring you back in to show you. If not, we will open up Season 3 with this Kansas City Chiefs game, Thursday night primetime in the Dog Pound. It is going to be electric. I can't wait. Well, just like that, Christian Dickinson immediately goes from normal dev to superstar dev. We haven't even played a game yet. We were trying all of last season, the whole year. He never popped a star. And now all of a sudden, for some reason, he goes from normal to star, and then immediately, the first time I've trained with him since he got star, he goes to superstar. What are we talking about here? Christian Dickinson is now a superstar development player. So that draft pick now looks even better. It was a little bit worrisome when we first drafted him because he was a super low overall. He was like a lower 60s overall player with normal dev. He kind of was needed a lot of work. But we knew that when we drafted him. And now look at just not even a full year really in. 1 year of his career into it. And he's superstar dev. He's 23 years old. Oh my God, the sky is not even the limit. Space is not even, he's going to go into the beyond, beyond the limit for Christian Dickinson. What a stroke of luck we've gotten with him. I didn't get anything with Julian Enriquez, but that's the second one I've done. So, absolutely insane. I don't know if maybe we used our limit now. Maybe we're not going to get any more dev trait pops for anybody else, but I'll try. Insane for Dickinson.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the KC sideline, a familiar face, Andy Reid. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Here we go. Officially, for the first time ever, we defend a Super Bowl as the Cleveland Browns. What a scene here on Thursday Night Football. The crowd is loaded here. The alcohol is flowing. Everybody's going crazy. I did notice that in the intro, they showed our previous record, and that is most certainly not our previous record. We did not go 3-14 last year. I don't know what that's all about. That's a little disrespectful to your defending champions, by the way. But we did not go 3-14. So I don't know what they're thinking about that. We were the Super Bowl champions. And we beat this Kansas City Chiefs team to get to that Super Bowl. But now they got to come to our house. But this is a different team. We've got Kyle Hamilton out there. We've got Denzel Ward, J.C. Horn. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? When we started year number 3, we'd have Carolina Panther J.C. Horn on our roster. I guess I should say former Carolina Panther. As Mason Graham, there he is. Mason Graham blows up Patrick Mahomes on that play. Forces incomplete pass, and it is a 3rd down and 10 for the Chiefs. They've still got Travis Kelce. They've still got a few players on this team that are from the Chiefs, but obviously no more Rashee Rice. He's in New Orleans now. And just like how we beat the Chiefs, or a part of how we beat the Chiefs, Mahomes with the overthrows. It seems like he's not gotten over that through an offseason of camp and everything, a preseason of camp. And here is Deion Brooks. Look how huge this guy looks back returning kicks. It's kind of crazy. And here he comes, defending Super Bowl MVP. A very solid rookie year. We might want to push that football a little bit more this season. We've got a more experienced quarterback. We've got a better quarterback. I think we might be going all in on throwing the football. But we can't forget about the rushing leader. How could we forget about Quinshon Judkins? Won the rushing title in a heated battle with Saquon Barkley last year. Ended up holding on for the win. He had almost 2,000 yards, as Jerry Jeudy makes a nice catch right there. Almost 2,000 yards. Very close. Arguably should have had it. But just a fantastic overall season from Quinshon. One of the main reasons... Oh, got to hold the blocks there. One of the main reasons why we were in the spot we were in the first place. Because we ran the ball so well last season. Jonathan Taylor out there for the first time. Nice to see him. Here's Treylon Burks making a big catch. We didn't see much of Treylon Burks last year. He got in a little bit. But he wasn't the focus of the offense. It was more Devontae Smith, really. And here, speaking of, here's Devontae Smith right here. He's got a big catch down the field. I can feel it. I can feel the offense moving. I can feel it. Eddie Velasco makes his return to the team. He has not been in the facilities ready for a real game in a long time. He got suspended early into last year, into his rookie season, so he didn't even really get a rookie year. But he makes his return to the team, and he might have a crazy season. And speaking of crazy seasons, I think Quinshon's ready for another crazy one. He scores the first touchdown as defending champs, and the Browns lead 7-0. Well, hopefully 7-0. Yes, the Browns lead 7-0 over the Chiefs here in Week 1. 7 plays, 60 yards. I'm liking this team, man. I liked them last year, but I feel even better about them this year. This team is good. You might want to toss a little hit stick at him. Oh, I kind of did, but didn't really work, did it? Does it ever? Probably not. And here comes Mahomes again. We held him to a 3-and-out on his first drive. That's not very Mahomey. He's got Pacheco still, and he hands off to Pacheco, and Pacheco's got room. Isaiah Pacheco gets brought down by Kyle Hamilton, but 14 yards is not really what I wanted. I don't like that Travis Kelce's lining up in a blocking formation because he's a pretty decent blocker. He's not great. He's no Rob Gronkowski, but he's a decent blocker as Marlon Humphrey makes a big play. I didn't even realize we brought in 2 Ravens secondary players, Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Hamilton. That didn't even click for me until just now. And we have Mike Green. Man, we got a lot of Ravens. We had Mike Green we've had Mike Green since year 1. And Pacheco could be a problem today. They didn't really give him any runs the first drive, but now he's starting to get a little bit of a run here. They're going to go play action. Mahomes wide open. Xavier Worthy, man, he's still lethal. Still lethal. They don't have Rashee Rice, but they got Xavier Worthy, and that might be all they need. Xavier Worthy's a freak. We just got to be able to get to Mahomes before he finds the open lane. Pacheco, speaking of open lanes, it's Cole Bishop who can't bring down Pacheco, and the Chiefs score. Wow, that was an onslaught of offense from the Chiefs. All right, that I don't like at all. They brutalized us on that drive. Moving the football with ease. 5 plays, 70 yards. Barely took them, didn't even take them 2 minutes to get down the field in 72 yards. All right, well, that's the Chiefs team we're going to play. We are in for one. We are in for one. I didn't even... They must have readjusted my depth chart because I think when I hit auto... I might have auto-adjusted after the J.C. Horn trade, and it changed the kick returns. Because I had Miguel Perez and Eddie Velasco higher up in the depth chart, but I must have switched them back with Deion Brooks and stuff, which is not a big deal. It's just I wanted those guys because they're faster. I'll switch them after this game. It's not a big deal. And that's probably why Traylon Burks is playing more, because I think he might be in the slot, and I need Velasco and... Ooh, that didn't work very well, did it? I need Velasco and Perez to be in the slot. Even though I like Traylon Burks, I need those guys to be in the slot. They're much faster. Final play of the quarter. Let's fire that in. It's going to be Burks, speaking of, and he's going to get himself a first down. He's been such a weird player for us. Year 1, he was unbelievable for no reason. That's what earned himself that contract extension. And then year 2, he has a okay year. We didn't really throw to him too much. He kind of got pushed down in the depth chart a little bit. Not his own doing, just it's kind of how it happened. And now year 3, he's making a big impact on game 1. Let's go with the drive. Let's go for a little drive. Because I'm going to check that down to Devontae. He's going to drop the football. Devonta Smith. Or did he catch it? They gave me a first down. He might have caught it then. I saw the ball pop out. I thought he dropped it. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to hit Conrad Scholes, the second-year man from Utah. Big first down. Let's go screen. Let's go screen pass. It's going to be Quinshawn. I can't wait for that first carry with Jonathan Taylor. It's going to be electric. We'll go screen pass, throw me some blocks. Oh, that ball's out. Quinshawn fumbled it. He got hit trying to cut back inside, and I think that might be an actual fumble. I don't think I can't even challenge it, so it's got to be something. Oh, yeah, he got leveled. He was trying to cut back in. He didn't see this guy, Giolote, and he got rocked, and that ball is out. That's a fumble. Well, that's not good. I'll tell you that much. That is not good. Mahomes with the snap after the fumble, and he's going to roll out of the pocket, find his man, and he's faster than Jeffries. I think that's a rookie running back or something, or maybe a second-year running back. I'm not sure, but he's faster than JOK, unfortunately. Oh, man. We were moving the football so well, and then Judkins put the ball on the ground. He's done that a lot, actually, which is annoying. He's put the ball on the ground far too many times in his young career. We are going to bring a blitz. Mahomes all by himself. And it's roll. Okay, that was wide open too. But it's overthrown. Man, for some reason Mahomes has been doing that a lot. He's been putting too much sauce on the ball, and he's overthrowing his receivers. That's a quick throw, and Kyle Hamilton, really good wrap up, 4th and 1. Bringing down the veteran Travis Kelce, and they're going to go for it. Okay. That was a really good tackle, though. Just a traditional wrap up the legs, very fundamental tackle from Kyle. And that's what we paid for. That is what we paid for. Is this going to be a blitz or a handoff to Pacheco? No, it's not. It's going to be an out route to the receiver, and it's a first down. Oh, they went for it on 4th, and they got it. We just can't have stuff like that happen. When we have the Chiefs and a chance to get them off the field, we got to get them off the field. We can't let them keep going, because it's just stuff like that happens, and then we're in trouble. Hamilton's one play away from getting his X Factor, possibly. Oh, wide open. It's Kelce. We have nobody over there. Schlesinger misses the tackle. So did that dude. I don't know who that was. Kelce fumbled. It goes out of bounds, but Kelce fumbled on the JOK hit. What does forcing completions or TFLs? That's what he needs. That's what Kyle Hamilton needs to activate his X Factor. It's a screen pass. We're not out there for the tackle for loss. He steps out of bounds at the 8, 2nd and 2. I don't like this at all, man. This Chiefs team, that fumble could kill us, man. Quinshawn Judkins putting that ball on the ground, giving the Chiefs the advantage. That might end up hurting us really bad. I know it's still the first half, but this Chiefs team feels really good. That first drive, we were able to get hot. We had the energy. Kyle, he's going to scramble here. We had the energy from the crowd, from the defending, from winning the championship last year. We were all hyped up for that first drive, but now everything's come back down to earth, and it's Patrick Mahomes at the end of the day. Oh, a little RPO touchdown, Xavier Worthy. The RPO works to perfection, and the Chiefs take a lead. That is not what I wanted. And that fumble comes back to hurt us. 81 yards. These Chiefs, man, they are moving the ball. I mean, so are we, but Quinshawn putting that ball on the ground killed us. Absolutely killed us. We got the rookie Emmett Streets back to return. I will switch to Perez and Velasco. Man, I don't even know if we can trust Quinshawn right now after he put the ball on the ground. I mean, I'm only getting run plays and screens, so I guess I got to trust him, but that's a brutal fumble. He's not even going to get any good blocking. Takes another big hit. Doesn't fumble, thankfully. Now I'm just worried about him fumbling. That's really all my worry is now. We can't afford to have a fumble. We get that to Traylon Burks. He takes a big shot. We got to run some hurry up at this point. We got to run some hurry up. Burks is going to the sideline. I think Fannon's open. Harold Fannin drops the football. Harold, you got to catch that, dog. It's just got to happen. You got to catch those. I know you got a guy right on you. I understand. You got to catch that. We're going to call our first timeout here, 25 seconds to go. We do have a pretty good kicker in Enrique Escobar with a pretty solid leg, but the accuracy is not there with Escobar. Jerry Jeudy holds on. He stays on his feet. Good job, Jerry. We'll call our second timeout. That gets us closer to field goal range from the 42. I still would like to get a little bit closer, and we still have an opportunity to do that. I'm going to go underneath Devontae. We're going to run hurry up because I think I can call one more play before we get hit with a timeout here. If Traylon Burks would run. Come on, Traylon. Where's the urgency? All right, Fannin was able to get there. Okay, so we were able to get a few extra yards for Escobar. It makes it a 49-yard field goal. That should be doable for Escobar. It is up, and it is good. So we end the half with a field goal. Not ideal. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. That's my bad. I haven't played Browns franchise in a while, so I wasn't used to the halftimes anymore. All right. Well, we go to the second half, 14-10. At least we get the football. That's one nice thing about it. Just only getting a field goal. I mean, at least it's a point. At least it's a couple points. That's something. Quinshawn moving good. I mean, he's still such a good runner. It's just he's got a little bit of a fumble problem, which is not great. When your star running back has a little bit of a fumble problem, that's not something we really want to have. Oh, look at Conrad Scholes, and he's got the speed to get away. Conrad Scholes hurdling. Oh, I tried to hurdle, but he didn't get the animation. It took him too long. I don't think the hurdle would have went well anyway. But this could be a Conrad Scholes breakout season. I'm excited for it. We knew the potential he had when we drafted him. And look at the open space Quinshawn's got right there. Down to the 14-yard line. 9 for 60. Quinshawn going kind of crazy. I would like to see a little bit of rotation. I might have to switch, increase the amount of rotation we get from the running backs, because I would like to see some rotation with Jonathan Taylor and Bashal Tootin. And it also would keep Quinshawn a little bit more fresh than normal. And here comes Jonathan Taylor. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. He gets the handoff. Jonathan Taylor's first run as a running back for Cleveland. He gets a couple of yards. We're going to run hurry up because I think I can punch this in with Jonathan. We're going to hand it off to him. Well, I could have if the blocking would have held up even a little bit. I like how LaPierre's chalking like he's what's going on. I mean, you know what's going on. Your line mates didn't hold their blocks. But Jerry Jeudy's wide open. A holding call on a beautiful touchdown pass. You just can't have it. Just can't have a holding call right there, man. Although they're showing Jerry, it's gonna be a LaPierre, the rookie. Come on, Bryson, you can't get called for a hold. You were just complaining on the previous play about what happened, and now you get called for a holding. Bryson, that is unacceptable, dog. Do I have to bench you? I might have to bench you. First off, I don't even know why you're playing. It should be Christian Dickinson who's playing, by the way. That's not the play that I called. I did not call a handoff to Devontae Smith. I don't know what that was all about. I clearly called a passing play, but whatever. We had an open touchdown to Jerry Jeudy, and now it gets wiped away because LaPierre wants to hold. Well, Devontae Smith is not going to hold. Touchdown, good throw from Enriquez. Devontae Smith was his first touchdown catch of the year. A really good throw from the second-year man from Nebraska. and we will take our lead back 17-14. This is a high-powered game. Both offenses are very good. Both defenses, that's another story. That is another story. Give me a big hit stick. Oh, got it. Somebody hit him, but he didn't put the ball on the ground. We need to get to Mahomes. We need to get to him like we did in that first drive because he was not doing well in that first drive. Get to him, get to him, get to him. Yes, we can. It's J.C. Horn, the new Cleveland Brown, sacking the quarterback. On the corner blitz, he gets to him. It's 2nd and 18. That's a big play from J.C. That's how you make your name known here in Cleveland. That's a quick throw. Denzel Ward, along with Carson Schlesinger, make the tackle. 3rd and 11. Why'd they make Andy Reid so small, like so skinny in this game? Did they not scan him? They just put his face on somebody else's player model? That's another sack. It's Mike Hall Jr. 2 sacks on the drive. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's the Cleveland Browns. That is the Cleveland Brown defense that I know and love. Huge. Simply huge. The rookie Deion Brooks back to return. He gets a couple yards. And now we go back on offense. Here we go. This team's looked really good. I want to keep looking real good. Handoff. Judkins got destroyed by the guy Giolote who forced the fumble earlier. I'm just glad he didn't force another one. I would have been really frustrated if that happened. We're going to go underneath. That's Traylon Burks. He's got a first down. Call some hurry up. I do see Jonathan Taylor in there. I might switch this to a run, see what Taylor's got. If he gets the right blocking, he didn't get the right blocking. He gets the first down, but he didn't get the right blocking. It's all about the blocking. Got to get the right blocking if you're going to run some footballs. I liked the possibility of I got to throw this away. I wanted Jerry Jeudy there, but he just never really separated. I was kind of hoping he would get more space than he did, but he never really did. Let's go with a mesh spot. It's either going to be Devontae or Conrad. Let's... yuck. I did not mean to do that. I didn't see that corner there at the end. That's on me. That one's on me. Thankfully, Scholes was able to get a hand on it, not get intercepted. That could have been real ugly. I didn't see him there. I thought it was going to be just one-on-one. Harold Fannon's able to get the first down. Big run from Harold. That could have ended really badly if I would have thrown that pick. I would have been... Oh, I would have been so mad. Mainly because it would have been my fault. And I hate when it's my fault. Handoff, Judkins. They are stopping the run. This Chiefs team is ready. They're selling out almost to stop the run. So we're going to run it again. Ooh, Devontae in one-on-one, actually. Hold on. I know that safety's kind of tracking over, but... And he is actually going to go over there. Throw it away. All right, so wasted down. I shouldn't have switched to a pass. I should have just kept the run going, but I got enticed. I got enticed by the press coverage. I thought Devontae could win, but that safety, I think that might have been Cook who went over there. He was there. Good on him. Harold Fannin takes a deep shot. I'm going to go for this. I know it's a little risky. 4th and 3, we can take a field goal and make it a 6-point game. I'm going to go for it. And Devontae Smith is going to be tackled short. What a good tackle. The ball was behind Devontae, which kind of was by design because I didn't want him to take a big shot and get an incomplete pass. But it forced him to slow down and then, in turn, not get the first down. That's tough. I should have taken the points, I understand, but I really did think I could get that. And I probably should have if the ball was slightly better. Oh, that's unbelievable. First down, Chiefs. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. They are running clock down in the 4th quarter. I really should have taken those points. But even if I took those points, it would only be a 6-point game, and a touchdown still wins it for the Chiefs. A touchdown still wins it for Kansas City. So a field goal really technically does nothing for us if we were to do that. A touchdown would have gave us a little bit of a buffer. Mahomes firing. He's got it completed. He stays in bounds. I thought that was going to be at least dropped, if not maybe picked off. That's good hands from the receiver. I don't know who that was, but good hands from him. Oh, play action. I bid on it. I really did. Kelsey goes down. First down, Chiefs. Why did they give me the Chiefs on the first play, or the first game of the season, man? Why do you want to see an AFC Championship rematch on Thursday Night Football? Who wants that? Why don't you give me a bum team? A bum team that I can smoke. Myles Garrett's really done nothing today. And he really has done nothing this entire series, if we're being honest. He's been okay. Underneath, Kelsey's got it. He's breaking tackles like this is 2015. Come on, Mahomes. You don't want to do this. Oh, it's wide open. I almost want to let him in, but it probably would have been better to let him in. Because now we're about to be under a minute. We're not in a good spot right now. The handoff to Pacheco. He's going to be stopped. Timeout, Chiefs. Timeout, Kansas City. Would they hand this off again? I don't know. Oh, we got an offside call. Somebody jumped. It's not going to matter. Pacheco's in the end zone anyway, but... man, oh man. You know what it is? It's that fumble from Quinshawn. I really do believe we would have scored on that drive. And if we would have scored on that drive, we'd be in a much different situation than we are right now. I really do believe we would have scored. Mike Hall Jr. jumping offside, not a big deal. They scored the touchdown anyway. But Quinshawn putting that ball on the ground and the Chiefs recovering hurts us. They go up by 4. A touchdown's what we need. Man. I can't believe we're in this spot already. We got a game-winning drive potential with our second-year quarterback on the first week of the season. Deion Brooks gets us to the 27. That's fine. And here he comes. He doesn't look like he's scared of the moment. I mean, he played in a Super Bowl, for God's sake, so he's not scared of the big moments. Fire that to Traylon Burks. Run out of bounds, Traylon, after getting the first down. 40 seconds. We don't need a field goal. We need a touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to be playing pretty back because they know what they need to give. That's Traylon. Big catch. Call my first timeout. I was going to run hurry up, but I decided to call the timeout there. I think that's for the best. I think that's for the best. I'm not really sure where to go. I guess I'll go Jerry Jeudy. I had no idea where to go there. Can I run some hurry up, please? Thank you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Snap the football, please. Snap the football. To the sideline. Devontae intercepted. Game over. I didn't get an animation. I didn't get an animation. I pressed triangle. I didn't get an animation. It's a good ball, but I didn't get an animation. Devontae just didn't jump. I pressed triangle. Promise you, I did. And Devontae didn't jump. We're going to lose the Kansas City Chiefs 21-17 on opening night. I'm not going to call my timeouts. What's the point? We can't even stop them. Like, even if we stop them on second down and third down, they're just going to run it on fourth down and get it. It's over. So we lose the game to Kansas City on opening night. An absolute heartbreaking loss. I really do believe that fumble ended that game for us. I know that sounds a little crazy because that happened early in the game. It was like the first half it happened. I do believe that fumble happened and fumbled and lost us that game. I believe that. If Judkins doesn't fumble that ball, we don't lose this game, I don't think. Because I really believe we score on that drive and the game is completely different. That's a really tough loss. A really tough loss. We should not have lost that game whatsoever. But now we go into week number 2. It took my stuff out again. I really, honestly don't know how to stop it from doing this. Why does it do this? If I want these things to be in there, then keep them in there. I don't understand why it takes them out. So now I only have 3 guys that I can work on. Whatever. We're going to try to go again. I'm going to reset my depth chart to make sure everything's good. If something pops, I'll show you. If not, I'll see you in that Rams game. But a really tough loss that we shouldn't have had.
Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. There on the Rams sideline, head coach Sean McVay. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. His side not as fortunate in their opener, hoping the home crowd can will them to the victory here in Week 2.
We come off that truly heartbreaking opening week loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. I fixed the depth chart. We have Velasco and Perez now playing, and Eddie Velasco making an impact on his first game back. But it's just a truly heartbreaking loss. Between the fumble by Quinshawn, the interception to seal it, it's devastating. It really is. It's a devastating loss. It should not have happened, and now we have to try to bounce back. And that might end up coming back to hurt us later in the season. Think about that. The first game of the year might end up costing us positioning when it comes to the end of the season in the playoffs. Because we lost to Kansas City. They might end up having a really good season this year. Who knows? Maybe we end up having a really good season this year, hopefully. And then we're battling for the 1 and the 2 spot in the AFC, and they get the tiebreaker because they beat us week 1. Think about the ramifications of that loss. All the way back in week number 1. Insane. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's a possibility because of our loss. Another bad throw from Enriquez there behind Jerry Jeudy. Does not allow him to get the first down there. If that would have been ahead of him, it would have been in stride and he got the first down. Jonathan Taylor drops the football, turnover on downs. I'm going to lose my mind. It's not Jonathan Taylor's fault. It really isn't. And here comes Jared Goff. We get to see him for the first time back in LA. He got traded from Detroit as Detroit's trying to rebuild their team. He's back in LA, and I fell for the play action. God, I suck. I really do. Why would I fall for that play action? Why would I fall for that play action? Handoff, Mike Hall Jr. blows that up. Good job. And it's a quick 3rd and 2. Get to the quarterback. Get to the quarterback. We're not going to. It's a first down. Schlesinger could not bring him down before. Kyron Williams able to get the first down. Just a sloppy opening episode of Season 3. Just an all-around sloppy opening episode. Oh, dropped. Speaking of sloppy, dropped by the tight end for the Rams there. Goff put that on him pretty well, too. They're going to go out of the backfield. It's Whittington, and he's got a first down. The blocks were perfect for Whittington to get that first down there. They threw a couple of really good blocks. I think Puka was in there. Really good blocks. First down, Rams. Get to Goff. He doesn't have any speed. He gets the football away before getting sandwiched by a couple of Browns defenders. It might have been Chase Young and Myles Garrett. Whoever it was, he got squashed. Quick throw. Jared Goff is getting the football out unbelievably fast. Like, he's not even taking really any time to think about where he's going. He knows before the snap where he's going. He's not taking any time to survey what's open. Oh, how did Myles Garrett not sack him there? How did that ball come out? And how is it not a fumble? Oh, my God. Myles Garrett actually got to the quarterback, didn't sack him. He somehow finds a way to throw it. And the Rams end up with 3 points. I don't know. I honestly don't know how that wasn't a fumble. And I don't know how it wasn't a sack. At the very least, how was it not a sack? All right. Well, we go back on offense here. An unfortunate turnover on downs. Jonathan Taylor couldn't catch it. Maybe I shouldn't have trusted him with the ball. Maybe I shouldn't have went rec catch. I thought he was going to have more separation than he ended up having. So that's why I went rec catch, because I thought maybe I could get some extra yards, but that might have been a little too ambitious, too aggressive, too unnecessarily aggressive. I don't know. But he ended up getting hit immediately as he caught it and ended up not holding on for the catch. And now the Rams are blowing up the run here. Oh, my God. Can we go back to when we won the Super Bowl, please? That was when I was happy. I'm not really happy right now. Why is Smith's name different than everybody else's? Caught by Traylon Burks, 4th and 1. Obviously, I'm going for it again. Why wouldn't I? Devontae Smith, and he holds on for the first down. At least I can trust somebody. At least I can trust somebody to hold on to a football for me. Hand off. Jonathan Taylor's got room. Jonathan Taylor, he's still got something. The Colts might have given up on him. They might not have thought that he had anything left in the tank. But he's going to prove that he's still got something. Big run to end the quarter. Let's get moving, boys. Let's get moving. Let's get shaken. Shaken, not stirred. Jonathan Taylor is out there one-on-one in press. Nobody's around Devontae Smith either. But I knew he wasn't going to be actually open. It's a ball behind him. Why is Julian Enriquez so fascinated with throwing the ball behind his receiver? I'm not even pulling the analog stick. I'm pulling it to make it in stride. I'm telling him to throw it in stride, ahead of the receiver. But he's all about throwing it behind him. He did it again right there. Now that one was more by design because I didn't want Burks to take a big hit on the guy that was right there. But still, Enriquez is all about throwing those balls behind his guys. Fannin ends up holding on for the catch there. Big job. Do I try to go wheel route to Judkins, or do I just look underneath? I think I just look underneath still. Devontae Smith took a bump, but he's still open. He gets 1st and goal from the 2. Let's switch to a run here. Never mind. Timeout call by the Rams. Sean McVay didn't like what he saw. He wanted to get some new bodies out there. It'll bring in Judkins, and Judkins will try to punch this one in. Hand off Judkins, and he is stopped at the 1. And another timeout call by the Rams. They are not letting me go hurry up. That's the second time I try to go hurry up, and the second time they called a timeout here. Judkins back in again. Just throw me some good blocks. I got a really good offensive line. They didn't throw me any blocks. Judkins takes a massive shot, 3rd and goal. I mean, he was... I said throw me some good blocks. He was the most uncovered person I've ever seen at the goal line. Devontae Smith catches it. Devontae Smith is in. Touchdown, Browns. We take the lead. That was a little ugly because Devontae had to get off the hand fighting of the corner at the line, and they brought a guy uncovered or unblocked into the backfield, so I had to get that ball away earlier. But it worked out in the end. Touchdown, Browns. It's a sloppy one, I'll tell you that much. It is a sloppy opening season to start to the season. Maybe the Super Bowl hangover is in effect here. I don't know. As the Browns, we've never experienced a Super Bowl hangover, so we don't know how to fight after it. The Rams do. Not with Jared Goff, but the Rams know how to fight after a Super Bowl hangover, so maybe that's why they're capitalizing on us. Although they do only have 3 points, as Mike Green's able to bring down Kyron Williams there. Give me what I want. I want a sack or an interception or something. A fumble, anything will do that gets me the football back quickly. We force a 3rd and 1 right there. Do I dial up pressure? No, I think this is going to be a QB sneak. Or it could be a handoff, I guess. It is going to be a QB sneak, but JOK was not fooled. 4th down. Jared Goff tried it. Jared Goff tried the QB sneak. He was stuffed. Stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Miguel Perez back to return. Miguel Perez, a little bit more athletic than Deion Brooks is. Still can't do much, but it's hard to do anything on punt returns, really. 3 minutes to go in the quarter, in the half, really. Quinshawn is brought down immediately. I do have Christian Dickinson starting now. I should have had him starting game 1, but when I adjusted the lineup to get J.C. Horn in the game, in the lineup now, after we made that trade for him, it switched LaPierre into the starting rotation. I didn't notice it, so he played the first game. But now Dickinson is back, and he's the first time he's playing as a superstar dev offensive lineman, which is still so unreal for me. Like, we had been working all year last year just to get him to star dev. And then all of a sudden it pops in preseason. And then it pops again the very next time I use him in training to give him superstar dev. Just, I mean, talk about the luck. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Traylon Burks actually got really open there. The ball was not great because I had an edge rusher like with a swat in his hand in the air. So I had to get that ball away in a weird fashion. It could have been even better for Traylon Burks if that defender wasn't there. And speaking of, I mean, Traylon Burks is getting a lot of usage. He just happens to be the guy that's in the slot or whatever. He's getting a lot of usage. Another timeout call by the Rams. They used their final one. 1:11 to go. We're going to find Conrad Schultz. He's going to try to get into the end zone. He's not going to get in. But he's at the 4. Under 50 seconds remain in this half. Jonathan Taylor's in the game. I think that's open. It's not open. Intercepted by the Rams. I thought it was open. I'm going to be real with you. Maybe it was. I don't know, man. Was this not open? I honestly forgot that his route was to sit down right there. I thought he was going to keep going further this way. He would have been open if that would have happened. I thought it was open, and that linebacker, whoever it is, he played that really well. That's tough, man. That's real tough. Another brutal interception. Handoff to Kyron Williams. He's got a lot of room. They don't have any timeouts, which is nice, but God, just so many missed opportunities so far this episode. The fumble, the 2 interceptions now. We're just missing opportunities left and right. We're beating ourselves more than the Rams and the Chiefs are beating us. How? This is Jared Goff. And it's old Jared Goff. We're 3 years deep. Deeper than real life. And I skipped a half. God, Lord, I'm not used to playing Browns franchise, okay? I keep skipping skipping half times. I promise you I won't do it next episode. I don't know why I keep skipping. I'm used to playing college football recently, and I don't watch the halftime shows because I don't even think there is a halftime show for that. So you just go to the next half, and I'm not in the Madden mindset yet. I'm not in the NFL mindset, even though I'm playing Madden. And oh my God, a holding call on the Rams is going to help us out. But the fact that Kyron Williams bounced off of 2 tackles there, it's a legal block in the back. 1st and 20, I guess. Puka Nacua gets called for the block in the back. We got to be able to tackle, man. There we go. Chase Young wraps him up. A gain of 1 on the play. But it's still 2nd and 19. Goff is all by himself. It's a clear passing situation. And Myles Garrett trying to feast on that. He almost got to him. But I think who is that? Colby? No, that's Ferguson. They have you have Terrence Ferguson? Or is that the Cowboy tight end? Whatever his name is. I forget what it is. Schlesinger, you gotta... Okay, I was going to say, Carson Schlesinger can't bring down Puka Nacua. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But we do. 4th and 4. We force the punt for the Rams, and we get the football back. First time this half, thankfully. And look at Miguel Perez. That was actually a pretty decent punt return. Pretty decent. If I could just get some nice blocks, that'd be real good. I'd really appreciate that. You want to throw me some blocks, please? All right, that's good enough blocks. It'll get us a first down. Let's run the stretch to the opposite side of the field. See if the blocks work on this side. There's the handoff. Judkins trying to squeeze inside. That was probably not the right idea. I probably should have bounced it all the way out. But I thought there was going to be some room in the middle there with the blocks. The lane just never really opened, did it? Never really opened. I don't know why Traylon Burks is out there so much. I have Velasco and Perez out there. He must be in the slot is what it is. I must not have changed the slot receiver thing. But I could have sworn that one of those guys was in the slot receiver role. Like in the actual depth chart, in the slot receiver section. I thought that I had one of my guys, one of Perez or Velasco in there, but I guess not. Because Burks is out there a lot. I mean, he's playing well. I just thought that it was going to be one of the young guys as Devontae Smith gets a nice block and opens up a lot more room. Maybe the crack toss will work? Do we think the crack toss will work? Possibly. Did Devontae give me a little animation there? That was a nice block, though, by Quinshon to open up that lane. And I can't see. Why do they always cut it out? Show me the animations, dog. Let me see the celebrations. And that's a holding call or a block in the back. Oh, good Lord. It's a block in the back on who? On Danny Barrett, the second-year center. Really, Danny? You're going to get called for a block in the back? Who could you have possibly been blocking in the back? Handoff, Jonathan Taylor. Gets a couple of yards. I feel like that was supposed to be more of a big run. Felt like it, at least. 2nd and 13. Third quarter is coming up to an end. There's Velasco now. But I think I'm just going to take the safe shot, take Harold Fan, and actually that ended up being a lot worse of a throw than I thought it was going to be. 3rd and 9. I'm just going to have to hit Jerry Jeudy here because he's got room and he's got blocks. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown Browns. The blocking was really good after the catch. Really good. And that sparked a touchdown for Jerry. And we go up 14-3. Okay. Okay. Good work from the boys. I'm telling you, the offense is not really the problem. Although the offense is why we've lost the 2 games, which is kind of funny because Judkins fumbled against the Chiefs, then we threw the interception, and then we threw the interception in this game as well. But hopefully that interception doesn't end up allowing the Rams to score a touchdown, and then we can't score anymore. And then it's just been a weird first couple of games of the season. But we got some new players in this team. We're trying to figure out how we all mesh together. That's what we're going to blame it on. I'd like to play a little bit tighter coverage, though. Is that the Oregon tight end, or is that the guy from the Cowboys? I don't know. End of the third quarter. I didn't know they were going to take it to the end of the third quarter, but we will go to the fourth quarter with them down 14-3. 2 possessions separate us and the Rams with 6 minutes to play here. Oh, Garrett got bumped a little bit. It's going to be open. Wide receivers got is that Tutu Atwell? I'm not sure who that is. He might have left in free agency. I don't know. I don't think it's Tutu. But I really would like some pressure from our defensive line, man. But Goff he's getting these balls out unbelievably quick. It's the same receiver again. He's breaking tackles like crazy. Who is this guy? I can't see what his name says on the back of his jersey. Who is this? Oh, it is Tutu. Okay, so Tutu came back. I thought he left in free agency a couple years ago. But he's back in L.A., and he's making big plays for the Rams so far. Handoff Kyron. He's got room. Denzel Ward meets him initially. Slows him down. We got to stop this offense. Come on, boys. We are a legendary defense, and yet we don't do anything. That's got to be a sack, and it is. It's a sack. It's Carson Schlesinger coming in from the linebacker spot. We brought a blitz. It worked. Funny how that works. And now Goff is 3rd and 12. Is back against the wall. Garrett trying to get there. I missed the tackle. The knee is down, 4th and 1. I can't believe I missed that tackle. I wonder if that would have changed the way that they go after this. If they would have kicked the field goal or not. End zone. Flag on the Rams. Puka caught it. He's celebrating. He doesn't know the flag's there, apparently. What's the penalty going to be? He went out of bounds. Puka, you dirty, dirty dog, you. It's a turnover on downs. We get the football. I can't believe Puka stepped out of bounds and did not reestablish himself before catching the football. Puka Nakua. He's dirty. And now we have the advantage. The Rams are turned away. Here we go. We gotta get this. Oh my God. I mean, that's just the most unlucky play you could ever have. Stewart just in the backfield, untouched, ready to he probably would have sacked Enriquez if it was a passing play. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. That didn't go well, did it? Back-to-back runs do not work. And now we're stuck in a 3rd and long. Although Harold Fannon's wide open, nobody followed him. Harold Fannon first down. That's crushing, soul-crushing for the LA Rams there. You cannot allow nobody to follow Harold Fannon. I mean, you got to have somebody on him. Handoff, Judkins, the blocking. Come on, guys. That's the final timeout by the Rams. We can really win this game with a couple more first downs. Handoff, Judkins. How did he not get through there? I don't quite understand how that was stopped, if I'm being totally honest. That looked like a wide open lane, and all of a sudden I got stopped. Like, how does that even make any sense? Jonathan Taylor can't get the first down. It's 4th and inches, and the 2-minute warning will come. Why do I keep throwing to Jonathan Taylor like he's going to get these big plays? He ends up, nothing's gone well for him so far. I am going to go for this because a first down ends the Rams game. And that's an incomplete pass from Julian Enriquez. You got to be kidding me. Fannon was open. Harold Fannon was wide. He was more than wide. And I threw a red ball. Oh, no, Enriquez threw a red ball. I didn't throw anything. Julian still making rookie mistakes, even though he's not a rookie anymore. That's a quick throw. J.C. Horn not fully prepared for it. And the Rams are moving. They're not wasting any time. They got no timeouts. They can't afford to waste any time. Goff stands in the pocket. He finds his man in the flat. It's going to be Kyron Williams. Just keep him in bounds, and we're going to be good because they're going to be wasting time. Get to the quarterback, please. Miles almost got to the quarterback. But, of course, Jared Goff throws it away or gets it to his receiver in time. Come on, come on. Get a sack. Get a sack. Thank you. It took 3 different guys to sack the quarterback. Why is Jared Goff like prime Cam Newton right now breaking tackles? Like, what's going on with that? Myles Garrett. How did that not get a sack? I literally went right on top of him. That ball's out, though. It's fumbled. Somebody pick it up. Good Lord, this game sucks sometimes. We pick up the fumble, but my God. My God. Do I hate this game sometimes, bro? Absolutely hate it. I don't know how he keeps making these broken tackles, but Quinshon's going to win us the football game. Good Lord. Despicable. Jared Goff is not Cam Newton. He's not a guy who can break tackles like that. And yet he does. But we're going to win the game and go to 1-1. Honestly, we shouldn't even be in this situation, but we are. We win the game. I'll take it. All right, we won the game. We're 1-1 in the season, but geez, it's a rough start. I'll say that much. Rough start. Next episode, we have the Seahawks and the Cardinals, couple bird teams. Finally a road game, though. We'll see how that goes. But that's going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. Remember, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If you want to hit that If you want to hit that subscribe button and help me get there, that'd be much appreciated. But I will catch you in the next one. Peace.